how to do the wealth spell, and also this is a two-in-one remedy. Yes, the other spell is meant to get your loved ones that you crave for back, and also maybe a missing loved one, somebody you're looking for that you cannot find them, maybe and you also wish to win something, maybe a bet or something. This will do for you. I call it the onion spell. So this onion spell is different because you can see the onions, anything under the water, have peace of mind. um the first thing I do is clean my work area before you start, and after finishing. It's very, very important you clean your work area. And so this is how I do it. I get one very clean wipes. Then I place my stuffs on the table. As you can see, this is water, fresh water. Make sure you use clean water for this. So I use a very clean water. Onions, you divide it into two. You're only using one part of it. So I'm trying to count it to know if it's up to 5 or more than. Very important, like the layers. Then my honey is there. Okay, very important. You see that paper there is my request underneath. So the honey must be very, very pure and original. Very, very important. So the spell will work properly because it's about sweetness. You're calling them with sweetness. You're calling them with. Then I also use my salt. We all know salt is life. Salt is beautiful. Salt is everything you need in every spell. Salt should be present in it. And we have gari, the white gari. Yes. So gari and salt goes together in some spell. This is a very big secret that you all should be aware of, that most people don't know. Then in the middle, you'd say whatever you want, touching that middle of that onions. Then you get your paper, your request. It can be about your job, it can be about your loved ones, or anything in that paper. Then you place it in the middle of that. You can see I place it there, then it will rotate. You're sending a message. The energy is what is moving the onions. Immediately you place it there. Then after that, you get your salt, and you're talking when you're doing this. Is either you're attracting a loved ones, you're attracting a job, you're attracting a rich man, or you're attracting whatever you want, or peace in your marriage. Then you capsize it. You see the way I collapse with the name, you collapse it once. Then you say everything that you want. Let the energy sink inside of it. Your request is in that paper of what you want. So you just leave it like this for good 3 days. You're leaving it for 3 days. But before you leave it for 3 days, you get your honey and place at the top of the onions. You're trying to connect that sweetness. They are far away. So this is distance. You're connecting it with the paper underneath and on top for it to deliver the message for you. That is binding spell. You're trying to bind. Is it that job you crave for? Is it that money you crave for? Or is it that loved ones you crave for? Wherever it is, it will come to you. Okay? Then you open it, pick up the paper. Then after picking up the paper, you cover the onions back. Then use the paper and clean the back of the onions. That is, you're accepting the energy. It was far away from each other. You're accepting the energy back together. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Then you remove the paper, because you will burn this paper on the 3rd day. Okay? You're burning it. So this is when you're removing it. You're removing the paper on the 2nd day. So you wait for it to dry before you burn it on the 3rd day. Then after you remove that paper, you're about to use this water to take your bath on the 2nd day. So you just mix it and say everything you want. You're praying in the water. Everything you're doing, you're saying something all through the process. Then you get the gari the 3rd day. Yes. So the gari, the gari would be the 2nd day, right? You're mixing it because it's the 2nd day. You're taking your bath with the water. Then the 3rd day, you burn it the 3rd day, and that is all.